Lance, we're no longer going to see much reinforced walls with that amazing shield. Arden is meta, if you guys haven't caught up with yet, with his Tension Bow Sword Blade build, of course. And it depends on whatever you're going to go from there. But he is meta this time. So I can see why he was banned. Idris, I haven't seen Idris too much. I'm not sure too much about him. And Anka, of course, her mobility is very high. So she has been meta throughout the whole entire time. So I could also see why she was to be banned. Now a little bit Teo with the endless motors. Now you have the Flicker to support them with his ultimate. And now it does look like he's gonna try to engage on the Banquet. The Banquet's trying to take some damage right there. But Teo is also gonna go very low. Churn is stunning onto him, keeping himself just trying to keep himself alive right there. Lorelai is forced back behind that turret. She does go down by the Banquet. The Banquet is also now very low, trying to respond themselves with a revenge right here. Flicker might go down, but it does look like Lord of Chaos will actually be going down much more further. Looks like they're both very hard into that front line. Right there. The endless motors are coming up, doing very much more amount of damage onto them to finish off Le Banquet. Now, there goes out the Iron Cannon, just barely landing onto him, and much more motors are coming out to finish off Lord of Chaos. An amazing match right there. Teo, of course, with the Spellfire and the Clockwork, do so much damage onto them. It's insane right there. Now Lubin is trying to come back in. Mr. Irony is starting to do much more damage right onto that Lorelei. Executioner might go down. Yes, he will with that smite, of course. Dennis is coming back right there to do some damage. The root, he does land on a root. Teo is trying to do some damage, but he is quite low already. So is Dennis. He's not able to do so much right now. Dennis, he's trying his best to keep out his team alive right there with a fountain, but he doesn't look like he has too much anything else besides that. But Dennis, he goes so far in. And he actually is able to finish off Le Banquet. I guess hard work does pay off. Iron Cannon isn't going to land on anybody. So they're going to keep going off with that. But Mr. Irony coming right back on into there. The smite is coming out. Teo is trying to go home. There, the stun does land from the Crow onto Dennis. Dennis is going to be pulled back. The Lorelei not able to stun anybody. Not able to protect Dennis. Quite unfortunate. West Cancer going out and holding up their team very well. They're trying their best right now. So let's see how the ball goes down. Endless motors are going to come out doing much more massive damage. There it comes out. Trent is trying to keep up his team right there. Not able to do so much. Iron Canyon does come out, able to land onto the Churnwalker. Churnwalker does go down with Le Banquet. Mr. Irony is now the next target for Denny's. They do get the turret. The turret is now theirs with the 3-8 lead. Now it does look like he's trying to do some damage right there. It does look like the stun is going to come out, but not able to stop him enough. Endless Motors is going to finish off that turret also, leaving unknown to a 3-12 lead. Now I've been pronouncing left cancer there, and I'm pretty sure these are unknown. I'm sorry guys. But Le Banquet does go down immediately with their Iron Canyon, able to do some damage onto the Churnwalker. Lord of Chaos does go quite low also. Mr. Irony trying to keep up his distance there. Teo's doing a very good job putting this team out onto the scouting platform. Very often to the distance, not letting Crow do so much right there. Dennis is going to come on charging on in right there. It does look like he's going to take on much damage out alive. Teo's doing his best right there. The Iron Canyon does come out, finish him off. Mr. Irony, he does go down. It does look like they really want to take out this turn. Dennis actually might be able to take out, and yes, he will finish off the game with 3-17 lead. Unknown does fall down. Quite unfortunate for them. Now we do look at the builds here. Teo does have a going on with a Glass Canyon. Denny's doing a much more of a pulsar right there. It does look like he was trying to build a Shatter Glass perhaps, or even a Spellfire. Looking at the opposite side, Le Banquet actually able to defeat so much because he was going quite hybrid there with the Poison Shield, Dragon's Eye, and the E. Doesn't look like it was working out too well for him. So let's see if Unknown's actually able to stick up or pick up their game here. alive a little bit later on into those team fights as a kinetic, as a damage dealer. Blackfeather is look like it's gonna die right away with Jelly Boy, so hoping they can keep Joke alive into the backline right there if they are gonna dive in very heavily. But it does look like Force Healing Verse is gonna come out from Kiss Lead Us, Gnosis with the clamp up, and God EU with the Pain Tracers as a kinetic. Ooh. Hummingbird Heart with the Weapon Power Blackfeather, Joke with the CP Ringo with Long Shot, and Jelly Boy with the Healing Smite. Now that Healing Smite is going to heal up his team right there a little bit if he actually is able to get a Smite up in time right there. So it should be a very interesting fight right now. Both respective teams are going to farm up a little bit just to get their levels up, just to be prepared onto the same pace as the enemy side. The Weapon Fusion does come out from Kinetic right there. Now, it does look like they really want to start into that. Joke is going to come out with an immediate healing Fire Brew right there. The Healing Verse is going to come out, but Crucible does come out right there. Never is good diving in a little bit too far up ahead right there. He just looks like he's going to back up a bit. Kiss does is trying to protect his team up alive. Joke also is going to go quite low. God EU is going to be trying to stutter step his self out of there. Jelly Boy looks like he's going to go very low. The Fountain is going to be popped off. God EU actually able to finish off both Never and Jelly. Joke is now on the run right there. Kinetic ult does come out trying to land right there. Nostrils is going to be on his way down. Long Shot is going to slow him down quite a bit. Kiss Leaders is not able to do so much right there, and he's going to let Joke get out alive, leaving them to a 5-0 lead, taking out the middle century. What an amazing match right there. Never was extending a little bit too far forward, and so is Jelly Boy. They weren't expecting it, so. But now it does look like Jelly is going to be caught off a bit. Looks like he's going to take quite some damage from God EU right there. Now, Jelly is going to be taking about down to half health. It doesn't look like his team really cares so much. They're going to try to take up the objective of the turn, trying to close the gap right there to 5-3 lead. By now, it does look like how are they going to get back right now? God EU and Kiss Lead Us is right there. And they're going to take Go Joke down very fast right there. Healing Burst does come out. God EU able to finish off the heal his own teammates and finish off the Crow. What an amazing play from Kiss. Wow. Leading them to 11-3 lead. Now this looked like the first match against a Wrecking Crew versus Unknown. Now that's the Gaudiu isn't keep on pulverizing forward right there. He does look like he's gonna take out some good amount of damage onto Joke. Gaudiu is gonna go quite low. Jelly Boy actually is able to finish him off. The Hellfire Brew. He's not gonna be able to do so much right there. Already a little bit too late right there. Kiss Leaders looks like he's gonna be taking quite some damage onto that back line right there. Healing Flash does come out. The healing is gonna come out. Healing's gonna come out and not able to do so much for his team. Quite unfortunate. Crucial Sentry is gonna be taken down to half health right here by Fast Trio, but it does look like they're actually able to secure it. Camera was actually trying to take out there, but Jogi does go very low. You actually is packing out a little bit. It does look like he was trying to over push too much right there. Realized Jelly Boy was right there waiting to get that team fight on it. Joke is gonna pour back home. You does look like they really want their Jelly to get taken out right now. They look like they're gonna go very powerful on it through, but not able to finish him off. Quite unfortunate once again. You're not able to finish it off, but it does look like it's could leave it at 11-8 lead. But now another team fight does break out. Hellfire Brew is gonna come out right there. They look like they really want to take out EU, and yes they will. Healing Burst coming out just a little bit too late right there. Kiss Lead Us is onto the opposite side, not able to do so much from Nostrils, and does look like they're able to close up the gap right here. Fast Trio, actually surprisingly never seen these guys before. This is their first appearance into a semifinals match, and actually might be able to do something right here. It does look like they are going to be able to secure Crystal Sentry. Nostos, quite unfortunate, leaving the last person to stand alive only. Now, from the builds, of course, got a Healing Verse coming out. And Nostos, it does look like I said, due to protect the carry type of comp, EU is going to go huge damage right there. But Nostos and Kiss Lead Us is going to try to keep him on life as much as possible. The Hellfire Brew, first thing, Joke, Does look like you want to engage in team fight that way. And yes, as I speak of which, Hellfire Brew does come out right there, able to do some massive amount of damage onto God EU right there. Never actually is diving into very heavy right there. Kiss is gonna use the healing burst to keep God EU alive right there. It does look like he is gonna take out quite some damage right there. God EU might go down possibly. Joke, he does get finished him off. Does look like Crow is trying to get him to God EU. The Atlas actually is able to slow him. God EU just keep himself just barely alive. Never not able to do so much into that team fight right there. 1v3. God EU will not just fall down. Now it does look like they really do want to secure this Crystal Century to finish off the game to a 15-13 lead. Congratulations, Camerata, winning that first match. Now it does look like for both sides right here, you got Joke with the Clockwork and the Spellfire, able to engage so early into those matches right there. The Broken Myth, able to do quite a bit for his team to take out God EU very low, but it doesn't look like it was just enough. Jelly Boy trying to build a little bit of sustain right there, but not. It doesn't look like it was going to work out for him. Although Crow is very overpowered in 3v3, there are different ways to shut it down, especially in Blitz, when you do have talents to come into a huge play. It's a quite a decent pick in this update, so we're gonna see how that goes. God EU is with the Kinetic, Kiss Leaders coming back with an Adagio, and Nostos with the Lorelei. It doesn't look like too much has changed for that team. So it does look like Camerata is gonna stick back with their old comp to see what they can do much more now. Now I'm expecting a lot from that healing verse from Adagio. He actually is able to do quite a lot from that. So keeping up his team alive, so they're going to do the same exact strategy as they did last game from Camerata with the protected carry type of comp right there. So let's see how it works out for them. Now it does look like they're gonna get just a little bit of farm right there. It does look like a small tiny break fight's gonna pop out right there, but it turns into a huge one for all three teammates are gonna dive on in. It does look like they really want to get onto God EU. God EU is gonna look like it's gonna be taken quite low, but Lorelai's ultimate is gonna keep up alive. Healing Verse is gonna keep up alive. Also, even more Reza is gonna go down. Jelly Boy falls down very quickly. Joke is coming back into the backline right there, not able to do so much for his team. Never is gonna fall down too quite very soon, and yes, he will, and there they go to a 3-0 lead. The early team fight was actually not able to do so much for their team from Fast Trio. Now, of course, with the protected carry type of comp right there, God EU was actually able to sustain very well into that team fight. Oh, Nostos, what an amazing body block. Kesha probably could have stolen that if he wasn't there, but now it looks like God EU is going to try to solo Jelly Boy. Jelly Boy is going to go very low right there. The kinetic ultimate is going to pop off, finishing off Jelly Boy. What an amazing fight right there. Now, it does look like Never 2-0 is going to be doing a very good amount of damage right there. It's stunning God EU. God EU is now trying to fall back into that backline right there. Kiss Leaders also is going to try to protect them as very much as possible. Joke is going to fall down before even the healing spike can come out right there. Quite unfortunate for his team. God EU might fall down very soon, but he's actually able to do very much amount of damage with that stutter step and actually able to finish off the team with a triple kill. What an amazing play from God EU. He is actually really snapping off into this match right now. Wow, this is leading them to a 13-0 lead. What an amazing play from Camerata. God, you able to do so much right there. It does look like they're going to finish off that turn right there. And yes, they will, finishing off to a 16-0. A very quick match. Wow. God, EU. What an amazing game. Now, it does look like God, EU. Of course, 15 points for his team right there. Nostos coming with 1 point. It just looked like they were doing the protected carry type of comp. So doing very well for Camerata. Congratulations. They are moving on to the finals. And we'll see you guys in a bit for that finals match against Camerata versus Wrecking Crew. They really do want to win this game. Now, it does look like talents are gonna come out. Crow is coming out with the Dead Man's Barrier, Cloud of Torment from Churn, and the Echo Chamber from Vox right there. It does look like a CP Vox will come out. Tail coming out with the level 13 Spitfire. Wow, quite interesting right there. Tail with the immediate Dragon's Breath. Not sure if that was a misclick, but not quite sure yet. Now it does look like a tiny fight about to break up into the top lane. The 2v3 right there. Executioner is gonna be caught off guard right there. Mr. Irony is trying to take him out. Tail is trying to heal for his teammate right there. Not able to do so much. Like more of it looks like the Lord of Chaos trying to stay up into the front line. They're stunning off their whole team. Taylor and Executioner generally be stunned right there. There goes Alpha. Alpha is coming out, and the Banquet is trying to support back a little bit. Mr. Irony is trying to go after Executioner. He does look like he's gonna go down. So will Executioner. Alpha's ultimate is gonna be popping off right there. It looks like Dennis is gonna come back up. It looks like he's trying to keep his eyes focused onto the Banquet. Not able to do so much right there. He does look like he's gonna go down. Lord of Chaos actually really wants to stay there. Tail not doing so much damage except for onto the Banquet. The Banquet does go down. What an amazing fight from Tail. Doing so much from that backline right there. The group and the Spellfire is gonna come out. Execution coming with a huge clutch from that healing. And trying to keep his whole entire team alive right there. Tail doing very well as a backline to keep Mr. Irony away from their team. That Eve and then the Clockwork there able to do so much for Tail to keep his team up. The Spitfire is gonna constantly come out. Move Century is taken out by an Alpha. Alpha actually able to solo, leaving the 5-2 lead right there. Mr. Early is gonna miss out his stun. Executioner might actually be able to take some damage right there. But it looks like his healing verse is gonna come out, able to do some damage to heal himself, but just not enough. Quite unfortunate. Does look like Alpha is going to take out the enemy sentry, and yes, he will. Now, it does look like Mateo is going to port back home. Unknown is quite unsure of what to do right now, putting them in 8-3, losing right now. Now, Teo is going to execute the big way. What an amazing play right there. I thought Teo was trying to go home. Wow. Mr. Ernie now is hiding up onto this bush right here. It looks like he's trying to try to go down for Denny's. He's walking right past by her, and now actually he is trying to focus onto Denny's. This breaking point actually not able to do so much now. You guys know that this patch breaking point is not as powerful as we thought anymore. Lord of Chaos is getting himself caught out. The ghost is stun right there. The Bigfoot coming right back out. Coming and trying to keep Lord of Chaos alive. There goes the healing burns right onto Denny's. And from Executioner. Able to do some good amount of damage right there. The Bigfoot does fall. And Lord of Chaos just barely making out alive from Tail. Now it does look like they really want to get this Crystal Century to close up the gap to a 14-3 lead, pushing themselves to a much more of a better win right there. Now it does look like Mr. Irony is trying to kill Tail off, but it doesn't look like too much is going to happen right now. They might be able to get turned, if they will actually finish the game right there, but it doesn't look like too much right there. Torment is going to come out. Denny is trying to solo out Crystal Century, and yes, he will. Denny's actually able to finish off that Crystal Century. What an amazing play from Wrecking Crew. Wow. Finishing off to a 17-3, almost the same score. I believe it is the same score as last game. Mr. Irony with the Poison Shift and Breaking Point, not able to do so much right there. Lord of Chaos with Fountain Crucible and War Trends, and the Banquet with a Broken Myth, Alternating Current, and Dragon's Eye, able to do not so much. It doesn't look like the Banquet learned from the first game, not able to do so much for his team. Mateo looks like he was trying to go out for the Glass Canyon Scarf, and it did work out quite well for his team. Congratulations, Wrecking Crew, moving on to the next round. Also with the gifts of fire and the healing, so we're just gonna see how this actually plays out. Tail, of course, coming with the Baron, trying to keep out the enemy team into the backline right there. So let's see if he's actually able to finish off God EU. God EU said just before into the chat, he did say that he is a one-trick main kinetic. So we'll see how this is gonna play out. Tail is actually, if he is able to execute God EU. Now it does look like both teams are gonna farm up a little bit. trying to aggro Crystal Sentry onto Camaretta right there. Now it doesn't look they're actually having their eyes onto that turn right there. Naso is going to jump on in right there. The Iron Canyon is going to be popped off. Actually able to land on, no, actually yes he will. Actually able to land onto Nasos. Nasos is going to be taken quite low right now. Katayu is coming right back into there. Peeling versus come out, keep peeling up this whole entire team. Tail is in the back line doing some very massive amount of damage onto Gotti right there. Now Executioner is going to be receiving much more back, and Denny's is going to be going back in, but he actually is going to fall first. Tail is overextending. Quite unfortunate. Executioner might actually be able to take it now. It does look like they really do want him really badly, but it doesn't look like he's just quite too far right there. Just a little bit too far, and it does look like Camaretta is actually able to secure that first lead right there, and perhaps his turn also leaving them to a 5-0 lead. But no, Denny's actually is going to come back right there with Executioner. They were actually able to secure it, but God EU is going to go down. Healing Verse does come out, protecting up Nostrils, keeping up just barely alive right there. Iron Canyon does land onto Kiss. Now it does look like they really want to take out Kiss right now, and yes they will, putting them back to a 5-2 lead, closing up that gap right now. And they really want this turn also to secure it to a 5-5 lead right now. Doing some very good amount of work from both teams right there. Teo is trying up his best. See, Denny's actually gonna come back right there. Gotta use onto the wrong side. God, Nostrils not there to protect him right now. The Iron Canyon does come out, actually able to do overkill onto that kinetic. Wow, Denny's is there with the Lorelei shield. Kiss Leaders is gonna come in just quite a bit too late. Just respawn, not enough though. But there goes out with Lorelei's ult. Actually, Teo is gonna execute him out, and looks like our kings and the winners of the week 2 and 3 Camaretta actually might lose his match, but it is far from over. Wrecking Crew does still have huge flaws into the team, of course. Daddy is going to go in, but Teo might actually overextend like we did into the second to last team fight. Teo did overextend, leaving Executioner the only one alive, putting them to a 0-5 downfall right there. But now they're actually able to bring it up 7-5. Teo is doing some very good work onto that backline right there. Dennis is going to go in. Another team fight does break out. Endless Motors are going to pop off. Iron Canyon does so much massive amount of damage right there. Healing Verse is a little bit too late to protect up God EU. The one trick does fall. God EU is look like it's going to go low right now. Denny's does look like he really wants to take him out. Teo is going to be there to support Denny's taking Kiss Leaders out. And yes, they will, putting him to a 9-5 lead. It does look like Executioner is going to go up against Nostrils, but they're gonna back up a bit to secure this Crystal Sentry right here to lead them to a perhaps 12-5. No, God EU coming with a clutch save right there, 8-9. Actually able to close that gap even more. Actually is able to keep up God EU just alive just a little bit longer, but it did take that 1-for-1 trade, leading them back to a 9-11 lead. Kiss Leaders is gonna come right back right there. He is ready into that team fight. Nostrils is gonna be cut just a little bit, just taking up a little bit of damage into that semi-fight. What an amazing play from God EU, able to secure that Crystal Sentry. Wow. God EU, of course, is coming with the same build. They use Serpent's Mask, Breaking Point, and Tornado Trigger. And Teo is coming back with the Spellfire. But it does look like another fight is going to break out. Danny is going to come right in through there. God EU is going to be taking quite low. Healing Burst does come out just in time to keep Teo. Teo is going to fall, but he is just in time to keep up God EU alive. Danny looks like he is the next target. And will he actually be taken out? It does look like it. Yes, he will. The Executioner not able to do so much for his team right there. Just trying to keep it out himself alive now. Trying to do the best for him and his team. Executioner does look like he really wants to secure this Crystal Sentry, try to steal it, but it does look like he's quite a bit too far right there. What? Teo! Amazing play into the Iron Canyon, perfect timing right there. It looks like the Healing Burst is going to come out to protect up Nostrils and God EU, dealing them if they are actually able to keep themselves just barely alive right there. Teo is going to fall right there. Execution, if he's actually able to keep himself alive, he actually might be able to secure this win right now, 12-13, but no, he won't. He actually is going to fall right now. Dennis is the only teammate remaining alive. What a great steal from the Iron Cannon from Kiss. Oh my goodness, Kiss! What are you doing? He died to Crystal Sentry. Crystal Sentry OP, everyone. Crystal Sentry is way too OP in this match. And time is up. Oh my goodness, Kiss lead us. Actually, it was dying to Crystal Sentry, giving. Oh my goodness, giving Wrecking Crew that first to win. What an amazing match right there. Wow. Baron coming in with the Spellfire, of course, doing some great damage into that backline right there. Got you with a breaking point and Super Special with the Tornado Trigger, keeping himself alive with the healing and also with more healing from the healing burst from Kisletus, doing some great damage onto that team right there, of course. But Kisletus just falling behind into the last team fight, get taken out by Crystal Sentry. They could have left it to a 13-13 lead. A 13-13 tie right there. You would have gone to overtime, but no, Kisletus just went just too far. Wasn't paying attention to Crystal Sentry and getting himself taken out. Quite unfortunate.
First to 15 points wins.
I I had some technical issues right there. I'm sorry, excuse me. But just to recap on that, just to make sure I was paying attention, Taylor actually able to do some very much amount of damage onto forcing Nasus to go home. But now there's another team fight. It's gonna break out, and it's gonna do some very massive amount of damage onto God EU. God EU will fall down very quickly. The Ion cannot able to land on anybody. Quite unfortunate right there. Now just like they actually might be able to take down the turret right there. Healing Burst doesn't come out to keep Nasus alive. Breaking 2 is going to be going very aggressive onto the enemy team side right there. God EU is going to come right back. Denny's is going to be taken quite low. Executioner is going to be the next target right there, but now they're actually able to do some very much more of that amount of damage onto the Lorelei. Ion King, they're actually able to land, so both of them falling right onto this trap. They just got debated. But now, it does look like Taylor actually might be able to go in very closely. There he will Tail is gonna be taken out, but also he will be doing some good amount of damage because of that Spellfire. It's only got EU left, and Denny's and Executioner are tanks themselves. So yeah, that's something they really want to take out. God EU is overextended just a little bit too much. Quite unfortunate for these teams.
1 minute remaining.
Wow. What an amazing team fight. Teo doing some massive amount of work as always. That's the way they're actually going to start to take Crystal Century right there. Trying to secure. Teo really wants to end off this game right now. Working Crew doing some very good amount of damage. Dennis is going to go in by himself, doing some massive amount of damage to the enemy side right there. Healing Burst is going to pop out. Gotta you actually not able to get there in time. The Healing Burst is going to come down for Gotta you. Gotta you doing some massive damage back onto the enemy team right there. Wow, where did this damage come from? Then he really wants to secure this Crystal Sentry, and he actually might be able to. And no, he will not. He's gonna back off, realizing he will actually might be picked off at the end. Now it does look like they really want to push onto the enemy turret right there. We've got Cameretta just barely keeping himself alive. Benny is gonna go back on into there. Much more damage is gonna come out. The healing burst actually is down still, so it does look like actually they might be able to secure this game right here. Got it, you will fall. The game does go to fast. Oh wait, that's the wrong game. Working Crew! Hey! Wow! Taking on the champions from week 2 and week 3. Caught you with the late minute kills right there. Quite unfortunate for his team. Cameretta falling down, stepping down for the champions. So, wow, what an amazing game from these two teams. Good work from them. Teo doing some very massive amount of damage into that backline right there. Great job, Working Crew. Anyways, guys, we are going to be wrapping it up here. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in onto the EZL Week 4. I was your caster, DataZook, followed with Chinny with our recorder. And thank you so much, Chinny, for recording this right now. Congratulations to, once again, Working Crew for their win. So, congratulations, guys, taking out Cameretta, taking on the champions. And very good work from these two teams. Anyway, guys, we will see you guys all later. Bye.